Hello and welcome back to Train Sim World Northern Trans-Pennine between Leeds and Manchester Victoria. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and this is the second part of my first impressions and review of this product, kindly given to me by Dovetail Games. So I'm going to be taking a look at this, and in all honesty I feel like if there is one DLC you're going to get for Train Sim World, it's got to be this one. Now, I thought I would say it's the Great Western Express because I really like the Great Western Express, but honestly I think this one feels better. Now, I am biased to British Rail and I am biased to tracks therefore in the UK, but I do think this is the best one they've made, and that surprises me because I didn't think I would say that. I thought I would say Great Western Express because that's the one I like the most. I preferred that over the Rapid Transit one. I preferred that over the NEC New York one. I preferred that over the actual CSX Heavy Haul. But anyway, let's find out what more there is to offer. So if you guys are still on the fence or not sure what you want to buy, let's have a look at part 2. So in part 2, the first part I had a look at the tutorials. This part I think I am going to do this one, Driving Rain. Join an eastbound locomotive haul service outside Huddersfield and complete the journey through to Leeds. It's a half-an-hour journey. We start at Huddersfield and we're going to go into Leeds. So let's get that going and let's see how well we can do on this. Driving Rain. Okay, let's see what we've got. The signalman at Huddersfield is about to assign a new platform. Climb board and get moving again. Well, before we do that, I need to take a screenshot of this train because that does look pretty good. And let's take a quick run down the train. See what we're looking at. Intercity coaches. I do want to get on board one of those coaches and have a look. Let's shut this door like so. Who are you? Who are you and what are you doing in my train? Sit down and we'll wait for our information. Or not. They're telling us to do all of this stuff. Okay, well, reverser goes to forward. That needs to go to release. There we go. Release those brakes. And let's get ourselves moving. Why is it continuously telling us to do that? There we go. Alright, stop at location. Huddersfield. 0.8 miles. Should switch on a few other lights. Cab heaters. A rainy day. That looks pretty good. What is that light then now switched on? Oh, it's in there. There we go. Lovely. Oh, I like that noise. That's good. That's a good horn. I'm not going particularly fast here. So there is a 15 mile per hour coming up, so I do need to be aware of that. There we go, getting ourselves slowing down. Probably need to slow down just a bit more. Don't release the brakes. It does end up releasing the brakes. I do need to work upon that a little bit. Going through the tunnel here. Also need to work out what my wipers are. There they are. No, I don't need those. I don't need them now. No, how do I switch them off? Slow it down. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. How do I turn some of these off? Can't remember. Some of these signs, they're a bit annoying. I think that's in the running position. I think that holds it where it needs to be. Yeah, okay, still not quite used to this whole thing. I switched on an FPS indicator somehow. How have I done that? F3. F3 brings up an FPS indicator, okay. It's not quite what I was after. And we want to unlock the doors on the right hand side. We'll just keep that running. In fact, let's just actually give it some brakes to ensure that it stays where it needs to be. Let's take a look around. Oh, that might be an even better screenshot. Something like that, maybe. Not quite sure. Sorry, just ran into somebody. Oh, sorry. I'm having a mare through Huddersfield. Ow. Oh, we've got another train coming in, the 101s. That one's actually stopping in Huddersfield and it's correctly labelled. Look at that, Huddersfield. Awesome. Also, I just want to see inside these. That looks really cool. They look good. Right. Locked doors. And we've got to move on, I guess. Ravensknowle, next stop. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's give ourselves a really nice camera angle to move this train out. Release the brakes. That's pretty cool. Let's clag it a bit out on the way out. Listen to that. Ridiculous noise that is. Alright, we are speeding just a little bit. It's okay though. There we go, now we can really thrash it out of here. I believe that there is one of the roads. There should be a... I wonder if it was that tunnel there that was running alongside the Huddersfield Canal. Because this is on a viaduct, as you can see. This is proper stuff, this is. Just watching that needle there, make sure that's not going to be yellow or red. Switch on some wipers, I think. How do I switch on wipers? Again, there we go. Only switches on one side. Oh, don't do that. Is it just... How do I actually switch them on from here? Window wiper. Is that not... No, missed that train going past. I was too busy trying to get a window wiper to work. Oh, we are picking up speed. We're downhill, aren't we? Massively downhill. Come on, slow us down. There we go. Very slowly slowing us down. Not much, actually. Come on. No, this is not helping much at all. We've also got a 50 mile per hour speed limit coming up. In fact, I'm probably going to start braking for that, given the speed we're doing. Now, don't release the brakes. Gosh. Come on, come on. This is not good. And then release them. There you go. So I haven't quite got the hang of this. Where am I? That's running, so that's not running. What's this doing? That's releasing them. No, wait, that's holding them. Okay. I think I'm starting to slowly understand this. Bring that up a little bit. As we are going uphill. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. Full power. Oh, we've got 2.2 miles to a 45, but that's also where we're stopping at Ravensknowle. In this place, how do I switch on those lights? Cab lights. What's that? How and where do I switch on the cab lights for this? No, it doesn't look like it. I'm not sure. Engine room. There you go. Looking good. Perfect. Now let's see if I can get the braking right this time. So I think at this point, I'm going to start slowing this train down. Now I've got to keep slowing it down a little bit. Ah, that's how I hold it in position. Got it. I'm starting to learn this. Look at that. I've pretty much managed to time it out perfectly. And now it's going to a full service. This is a very short station. Why is this such a short station? Unlock the left-hand side doors here. What? And clearly the back of the train is... Wait, is the back of the train anywhere near the station? No. How and why have they run me through this? I feel like the station used to be... The platform used to be much longer. It did used to be much longer, and it's all overgrown. So with that being said, maybe I should have moved the locomotive up one slot. And therefore that would have enabled that carriage to be fully on, and perhaps that carriage just leaving the two, well, that one carriage there, that one doesn't count, so just the one carriage at the end, which happens to be first class, having a look at that. So having a first class carriage, that is first class, right? That's what the yellow stripe, I'm sure, that indicates a first class carriage. Yeah, that's first class. There you go. I remember that. I remember seeing trains with that. Wait until 1722. Oh, I'm actually early. Lovely. Should we bring the window down? No, it's a bit cold. Where have you come from? Alright, time to go Leeds approach. Alright, let's do this. I really like that horn. And as you know, the best thing about any train sim is the horn. Alright, so Leeds approach, 7.8 miles. We are currently in a 45, going up to a 60 very soon. I hope. We finally figured out how to get the lights on in the cabin. We're now in a 55, it seems. Time to... Ooh, that's really bad. I don't want to burn out the traction motors here. Yeah, don't want to burn out the traction motors, look at that. Alright, we are moving now. So I don't know whether that's actually simulated in Train Sim World. If we spend too long in that danger zone, it burns out the motors. Now, looking at this, we're only at 60 and we're going into a 50. So is it really worth me, with half a mile to go, accelerating too far? and I actually don't think it is. So I'm actually going to keep it at 50. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. There we go. There's just no point. But again, one thing that I said in the last video, and I'm going to say it again here, visually this looks stunning. It really, really looks stunning. So massive props there to these guys for actually making it look like this. Just go pop through this, and it looks like we're going back into a 60 momentarily. As we go over a whole other city that I don't actually know where we're going, or yeah, what we're going over. And sounds wise, it's really good too. Aside from that issue that I've mentioned already, about the, what do you call it, quiet sounds. About the quiet sounds, aside from that, it's really good sounds wise. That all looks flooded, that does. Strange. No, I guess we just keep going. I think because it's been raining, it just all looks incredibly wet and flooded. Oh, what a noise. Just pass through that, making sure that any passengers know, stay clear of the platform or the platform edge. Now they have on the tannoy systems and the PA systems, the next train will not be stopping at, what does it say? Yeah, the next train will not be stopping at the station. Please stand clear of the platform edge. I love that sound. That's the cooling fans, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the cooling fans. That's awesome. That is really awesome, that is. Very authentic sound there. Very, very authentic sounds. So level crossing, so into a tunnel. Oh, I can hear an echo on this one. That sounds so awesome. That's a really nice sound. I know it sounds childish that I'm doing this, but there is a reason for it. I'll listen to the fans cooling down. Oh, don't stop the wiper there. That's what I wanted the wiper to do. Right. Just bring some power back into this. Just hear the engines whirring up, the pistons moving in and moving up. This must be the tunnel that runs alongside the canal. I think so. This must be it. As this is a very long tunnel. see. There's a 50 coming up. Should we slow it down? I think we should. There we go. Ensuring that these lot know. This downhill section is going to really get us, isn't it? It is. This is going to be slightly problematic. You see here, I can see how these vacuum operated pumps for the brakes would really help. So we could hold the brakes. So if I start releasing them slightly, you could just hold them as you wanted. Now and the wipers start full again. I want them to be on intermittent. Maybe these ones don't have intermittent wipers. I don't know. Anyway, it says go via Leeds approach. And I think we're approaching Leeds pretty quickly since it's 1.6 miles away, which means we're almost at the end of this video. This one's actually flown by. Actually has flown by. Well, maybe. I'm thinking it's flown by for most people because it was just a nice journey. We got to see a lot of things. Yeah, I think. Alright, next stop 25 miles per hour and 2.4 miles. I'm just going to let this train coast now. Yeah, we're just going to coast it. I don't see any point in us accelerating to 50. You're in coast, right? Yeah, you're in coast. Just had to be sure of that. So hang on a minute. Is that coasting or not? Because you can hear the engine firing up. .8 miles for the Leeds approach. We're doing 54 miles per hour, not accelerating at all. Or should I say not actually opening the throttle at all. Wait, what? 55? Wait, where did the 50 come from? I didn't see a sign for 50. And back to 60. I think that's a bug. I think that's a bug. So all in all, not a difficult scenario. Not a difficult train to drive once you get used to it. But it's nice to have the variety in Train Sim World now. Especially with engines like this. Very, very impressive engines. I'd love to see a Deltic on this. East Coast Main Line Deltic. Although, as I said, I'd like to see the entire... I would like to see the entire Great Western Railway made, and indeed the entire East Coast Main Line made. Alright, that's an amber signal. That amber signal means we must start slowing down. Although it is a double amber. But we are going to start slowing ourselves down quite rapidly now. Just going to release those brakes a little bit. That's an amber. I think the next one could potentially be a red then. Or actually, with the way it looks currently, the next one is a red. I just don't know how far away it is. See one. So I've slowed it right down so I can look out for the red. Is it that one there? That's the one. That's the red signal. We're approaching at 20 miles an hour. That's not too bad. Too bad a speed to be approaching. Oh, we're in the 25 now anyway. But we're going to crank on the brakes now. Get this train. Okay, slow down a little bit too quickly. We'll just creep if we can. Just creep it forward. Now I can hear a police car. Oh, that's gone to amber. Let's creep that speed back up to 20 miles per hour then. And it's now a double amber. Or double yellow actually. It's not... They're not actually amber. They are yellow. And just creep it into Leeds. Alright, hopefully he's turning off and not about to crash into us. Yes, thank goodness for that. Do not speed. Do not speed here. The last place you want to speed is on an approach into a station. There's a 10 coming up. Well, this is quite the approach, isn't it? Slowing down to a 10 mile per hour limit. Oh, it's still 100 yards away, but still 10 miles per hour. That's quite something. And we are cleared into platform 2. As noted, as noted just there. Do we still have our brakes on? No. No, we just need to coast. Hold on. It's because we're on flat ground now. I don't see any speed limit sign for 10 here. Got a bunch of shunt signals here. Oh, there's a 10. Whole load of shunt signals here. This is a very slow approach. That's our one, telling us we're cleared in, it seems. And that's, I think that's in there and along there, is it? It's down that platform there, that way. As far as if I'm reading these correctly, we're now going straight on here. Am I reading that correctly? I don't know. Yep, I think I read that correctly. There you go then. Lovely. All right. .8 miles per hour. It's a really slow approach. I guess I'll start my outro here. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Train Sim World, Northern Trans-Pennine. I'll probably do one more first impressions or first look video, so that would be the last part of it, and then I can tell you exactly what I think of this. So far I think it's brilliant. I really do. I do think this is the best DLC I've seen for Train Sim World. So it's really really good. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadgets. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also, if you're not following me on Twitch, you can find me on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/ecgadget, and you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Train Sim World. Well, I guess we've got to do the whole unlocking the doors, but I'll see you guys next time in somewhere where I cannot go in. Oh dear. Am I going to have to go around the entire station? Where do I get to? How do I get onto the railway track? There we go. This is my train? Which one's my train? Hello? Looking for my train. This one's my train. There we go. Maybe that could be the thumbnail. I don't know. I'll see you guys oh, well, and it gets that. I'll see you guys next time in Train Sim World, Northern Trans-Pennine.